Okay everyone, do it yourself here. So I have a 2013 Ford Escape here and I'm trying to change the battery. Okay, so usually in the past changing the battery is easier, but I want to show you guys a faster way of removing the battery. So there's a battery in there. To access it, to remove it and put a new one, you gotta remove this windshield wiper housing here. Remove that, then you're gonna have access to the battery to remove it. So I've got a new battery here and I'm trying to change it. So the first thing to do to access that is to remove these clips here that hold the windshield wiper housing to this lower part. So there's these clips like that you got to take out. Okay, so I've removed these ones here. So I've got this one here that I'm trying to take out. Okay, pretty easy to remove the clip. You get a plier or screwdriver or something to remove them, and then you get them out. Fairly easy. So remove all of them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them to remove. So once you remove all the clips, the next thing to do is to remove the windshield wiper. These clips here hide these nuts. Okay, so they hide that. So once you remove that, you can remove these nuts here, and that loosens this up, allows you to remove the housing. Okay, so that's the next step. So we remove these clips here to give us access to the nuts to remove. So for these nuts, you're gonna need a 15 mil. So, okay, you need 15 mil to actually sun is getting dark. 15 mil to actually remove them. So that's the size you're gonna need. So once you remove the nuts, the next thing to do is to gently yank this out. Yank out the windshield wiper. Okay, and so the trick to removing this so you don't break anything is to raise the windshield wiper up a little bit like that, and then you move it to the side. When you move it to the side, it releases the windshield wiper to get it out. Okay, so raise it up, move it to the side, and pull out. Okay, so once we yank out the top part of the windshield wiper housing, we have to remove this portion of the housing too. So to remove that, we've got to remove these bolts here. Okay, we remove those bolts, and there are a few of them on here. Let's see. So we got this one here. We've got we can keep this guy on there. We don't have to remove this guy. Just keep him on there. No need to remove. Let's see. We've got this one here as well, and I think that's basically all you need to remove, those two. And I think that should do it basically, you know. There is another one here which I think was not put the last time this was taken out, so if you have one, don't forget about this one here. And I think on the other side as well, you got another one there over there to remove. So once you remove those 4, I think you should be good to go to get this thing out. So let's go ahead and do that. I think you're gonna need I think this is a number 8. Well, you can figure out the size. I have 11/32, and that should be a number 8. Let me see. Okay, confirmed. So this is gonna be a number 8. Okay, 11/32 or number 8, whichever one you have, that should do it. And you can remove those nuts, those 4 nuts. All right, and here we'll remove the last one. So remember, 4 of them for the second bolt. And once you get all 4 of them out, you'll be able to remove the second housing, windshield wiper housing, and you should be good to go. All right. so now we're ready to remove the second windshield wiper housing. Okay, just gently pull. It should be released both ends, and just watch. It's hard to do these things with one hand, so I'm gonna have to, wiggle it out. Pull this. You know what? Actually, sorry about that. You're gonna have to remove these two bolts there because they're attached to the just to the brake. They're attached to the hose over there, and you can't pull this out unless you remove them. So you gotta detach this, and that should do it. Okay, so for the brake fluid container, you're gonna need a special driver to remove it. These ones have serrated edges, that you use to remove them. They look like a star-shaped, driver. So if you have a toolbox, make sure you have one of those. So the special ones, they go in there like that. You remove the nut. Okay, once you have that nut removed, that should release the brake fluid container, and then you can easily, so now it's loose, it's not holding on to this. Now we can really easily remove and wiggle out the wiper housing, the second wiper housing. Now once we do that, we're going to have easy access to the battery. So the next step is to remove these two nuts here that hold the battery in place so it doesn't wiggle around. Once we detach those, okay, we can then detach the battery. Actually, we detach this first to make sure there's no live charge, but this battery is dead, so there's nothing much. But you got to detach this, remove the live battery power, and then you remove these two, and that should give you access to removing the battery. Alright, so now once we remove the old battery, the next step is to install a new one. And you want to be careful that, how you remove the, and it's not a new battery. There's a little trick to it so you're not stuck there. You want to position it this way before you install the new battery, otherwise you're going to have a lot of problems. So position it this way, and then you slide it in. It's hard to do it with one hand, but I'm going to try. You then slide it in, in there. Okay, so that's how you put it. You just slide it in there. All right.